journal entries are made in multiple departmental structures? Because I have mentioned that when there are multiple departments, so multiple departments control accounts, or you must say control ledger accounts will be there. So if there are different departments, then every department will have its own work in process account, and every department will have its own factory overhead account, just like I have explained before in my discussion. So when we charge direct material and direct labor to the departments, so work in process account debit, and we write the name with this account. Work in process blanking department. In this example, in these entries, we have three departments. That is blanking department, that is forming department, that is finishing department. First department is blanking department, second department is forming department, third department is finishing department. So when we charge materials to the blanking department, we make entry work in process blanking department debit. When we charge forming department, work in process forming department debit. When we charge finishing department, work in process finishing department debit. And when we charge indirect materials, those materials which are common, which cannot be associated with a particular department, those are recorded in factory overhead accounts. These are indirect materials, so indirect materials are charged to factory overhead account. So work in process of all departments debit, factory overhead is debit, and materials are credit. So this is the basic entry which have already been discussed many times while in job order costing and while in journal costing entries for recording of the costs. For recording of direct labor entries, work in process blanking debit, work in process forming debit, work in process finishing debit. So three departments, whatever the associated labor costs which can be identified, which can be traced to the particular departments, which is the particular departmental labor, that cost is charged to the particular department work in process account. So work in process of every department will be debited with the direct labor cost, and factory overhead account will be debited to the indirect labor cost. For example, watchman salary of the factory, that is giving service to the all departments. And then overall general manager of the factory, the salary of that general manager is the overall you must say indirect labor of the factory, not associated with the particular department. So that cost is charged to factory overhead account, and payroll account is credited, or payroll or wages payable account is credited. We may have any account on credit. Okay, now the entry for factory overhead. Here factory overhead is applied. When we apply factory overhead, work in process account debit and FOH account is credited. Because we are working with only one FOH account, I have already explained you in my non-departmental structures video that if we don't have two accounts, mean only one factory overhead account, we may use that. Or if we want to use two factory overhead account, that is factory overhead applied account and factory overhead control account separately, so we may have that option as well. Here we have only one account, that is factory overhead account, and when we apply factory overheads, that is the factory overhead account is credited. So work in process account debit and factory overhead. And see this, every department has its factory overhead account. When there is a departmental structure, every department would have its factory overhead account. So work in process account will be there for the every department, and factory overhead account will also be there for the every department. So work in process account debit for every department, and factory overhead account of every department will be credited. So in this way we can apply factory overhead. Then how would we record other factory expenses? So other factory expenses are factory overhead account debit. These are actual factory overheads. So this is also actual factory overhead, that is indirect materials and indirect labor. There are also actual, but FH is applied. So these are actual FH. So FH account is debited and various accounts are credited. Various accounts mean accumulated depreciation, accounts payable, bills payable, or you must say insurance payable, you must say prepaid insurance, you must say any cash, you must say any accounts payable, any expense payable. So we can have this entry for the actual FOH. Then after that, we may have a closing of departmental FOH. So because we have only FOH account, that is FOH is journal account, and we don't have distributed those FOH among the departments. We have haven't not mentioned that those FOH are basically the general expenses or the common expenses, and common expenses should be distributed among the production departments. Like we have distributed the services department to cost to the production departments, and and we have used different methods, that is direct distribution method, or sequential distribution method, or algebraic distribution method, or reciprocal distribution method. So all these methods are used for the distribution of services department cost to the production departments. For the detailed understanding of all these concepts, you may consult my videos on distribution of factory overheads. So here we have factory overhead, and at the end of the period, at the end of the month, we close factory overhead accounts and distribute the factory overhead among the different departments when we have departmental structure. If we don't have departmental structure, we need not to do that, because we have to do that because we have applied factory overhead department wise. So we need actual FOH as well department wise, so that we may have comparison of actual and applied FOH and calculate under and over applied FOH. So in this way, we will distribute, or you may say allocate actual FOH account and close actual FOH account in departmental FOH account. Now look at this. In departmental FOH account, on credit side, on the credit amount is applied FOH, and on departmental FOH account, on debit side, it is actual FOH. And here is the difference, which is called under applied and over applied. So for the understanding of under applied and over applied FOH, and recording of applied FOH and recording of actual FOH in details, you may consult my videos on factory overhead recording and factory overhead under and over applied recording, and what are the stages and what is the processes, and what at what time under over applied are recorded and disposed of into as cost of goods sold, or proportionately to other accounts. You may have all those understanding from those videos which have already shared, and you can consult those videos, and you can understand that applied FOH and under and over applied FOH, and disposal of under and over applied FOH accounts. Then we have a sequence. We transfer cost from one department to second department. Here is basically the sequence. First of all, cost is charged to blanking department. Then then goods are completed and sent to forming department. So cost is transferred from blanking department to forming department, and then work is done in forming department. When goods are completed in forming department, those are sent to finishing department, and other costs are also applied on finishing department. Then the goods are sent to finished goods storeroom. So cost is from blanking department transferred to forming department, and then from forming department to finishing department, and then from finishing department to finished goods. So to recording of this transfer of cost, we record these entries. When we charge a cost to, or we send goods from one department to other department, the receiving department work in process account will be debited, because here is the forming department is the receiving department. So forming account work in process account will be debited, and from where these goods are being transferred, mean previous department, so previous department account will be credited. So here previous department is blanking department. It means we have transferred cost from blanking department. So work in process in blanking department has been reduced. When it is reduced, it is credited. And work in process mean process goods in forming department has been increased. So work in process is an asset is increased, it is debited. So work in process forming account debit, work in process blanking account is credited. Then at the second stage, we complete the work in this process and we apply a different costs in this process as well. Material, labor, FH, we have previous entries on recording of these costs on these departments. So when we complete goods from this department, we send them to the finishing department. So finishing department work in process account is debited. Mean now goods are put into process of finishing department. So they finish work in process finishing department is debited. And these goods are from forming department. So previous department account is credited work in process. Do not credit both of the departments of previous department, because here we have transferred this and this. Now this is the combined effect of blanking department and forming department. That's why only forming department cost is credited. So forming department, which is the second one, just previous department care is credited. So work in process, this department is credited. Then the goods are completed and sent to the storeroom. Then finished goods account is debited. Now the cost has been transferred to finished goods and work in process has been reduced. So finishing department work in process is credited and finished goods account is debited. So this is the cost flow in a departmental structure of process costing. And in process costing, and when there are multiple production departments, with this flow of cost journal entries. And hope so that all of this is clear with you people, and you can apply this for working on your questions, problems, numericals, and you can apply this on practical workings in your field. So this is all in this topic. Hope so you have understood all this. Thank you so much.